Hi, my name is Praveen Mishra. I'm the host for this podcast. I'm so happy to have Anthony Lopez, founder of Lopez Design, NCR, with us. Today, his studio has won the Golden Ratio Awards 2025, the first ever Golden Ratio Awards that was distributed today. Congratulations, Anthony.
And thank you. I'm honored and grateful for this acknowledgement.
What has been your experience on this campus so far today?
As I was talking to several people here, I've just hardly been to the campus. So little I've seen, I think I've seen very enthusiastic students. I've seen enthusiastic faculty like you.
Thank you.
And I think that talks, very simply speaking, it talks about the energy in the room, right? So, and I think that's what's great, where we bring minds which want to solve and create for the future. And I think that's the energy required. So I feel constructive and positive, yeah.
Any particular highlight of today? Any particular thing that you remember?
I remember all the things which I went through, and the excitement of getting this so-called award. And also the panel discussion which we had today was interesting in parts, and to see that 10 of us had got this award, and how each one of us thinks so differently. So technically, as young minds who are watching us and listening to us, and who are seeking answers for themselves and for tomorrow, that there is not one single answer to anything. And thereby they need to formulate stuff for themselves. So I think that's my takeaway, that we always seek for advice or for looking for seniors with experience to tell us how they did it so that we can do it, right? So I think they need to be separated as somebody's life story or somebody's point of view versus how can you shape yours. So that's what I would, if at all this is going to students, then that's what's I think critical about how they should shape their thinking.
Superb. Today we remain design students for life, but technically you have been a design student more than 3 decades ago. Now, if you were a student stepping into today's world, how valuable would a multidisciplinary innovation-driven ecosystem be in shaping your journey?
Absolutely. That's been my mantra. So while I have passed out as a communication design or graphic design student, I give my 100% attributes to the fact that I like doing many things across mediums and across fields. And I've always applied myself in an ambidextrous fashion, right? So, and thereby multidisciplinary is the future according to me. And going narrow or becoming a super expert is no longer the future. I always held it in low esteem as far as all these guys were such narrow experts. But the world always treated them differently, right? So the more narrow you become, the more respect and money you would earn. As I say, a neurosurgeon of the left lobe of this particular frontal would get paid highly because of his deep expertise in that space, right? In that sense. Likewise in anything else. I think that reversal is already happening, where you require general knowledge of lots of things to be able to solve complex problems. And I think that relevance for me is extremely rich, and I would continue to seek it as of today also.
That's brilliantly said, Tony. One last thing, what is the future of design? Is the design industry going to be good for the specialists or generalists?
I just said it. For me, I think because I am a generalist to speak with, I could solve problems in way which have not been solved before, right? So a lot of our case studies talk about how our philosophy and our capability to be independent of different ways of thinking and applying ourselves has allowed us to produce solutions which which are very unique in context to the challenges of today, right? In context to diversity or in context to circular economy, in terms of all these things. It requires different mindsets and lenses to solve for this problem. And I think that capability and working with multidisciplinary teams, which I have in my studio, right from town planners to architects to product designers to strategists to content writers to graphic designers, of course, and visual communicators, that allows us to bring different minds on the table more than different experts on the table. And that richness is undeniable.
I've been to your office about 15 years ago.
That's in Shapurjat, right?
Yes.
So you should come to our new studio. So we have designed an office which is an ideal space to work in and live in. And so that's again walk the talk business.
Brilliant. So the last thing, how do you see Lopez Design 10 years down the line doing?
Okay, my aim is to become an influencer. So we need to influence other people, other designers, other brands, companies, thinkers in context to how we think, right? And thereby what I want to do is a reversal of thinking to the rest of the world. Because I think there's a certain ideology which has been sold to the world, right from economy to economics to the way design and the way innovation happens in the West. And it has been imposed onto everything this side and everything this side south. And it's high time that basically that something powerful and intelligence come out from this side, right, in that sense. And it is there in us, is latent. And for us as a studio, I think it's now at its potential peak, right? So it needs to go out. And we need to produce more and more work which will showcase this thinking. Yeah.
Brilliant. Congratulations again for winning the Golden Ratio Awards 2025. It was a pleasure talking to you.
And my pleasure.